And there came a day unlike any other, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Comics Daily from Scorcher Hill, hosted by Brian Keown and Matt Wood. From Scorcher Hill, this is Star Wars Comics Daily. I'm Matt Wood.
And I'm Brian Keown.
Welcome to episode 160 of Star Wars Comics Daily, Star Wars Legacy 39. Star Wars Legacy 39 was released August 26th, 2009. Is that right? That's not right.
I think
2009,
it is.
yeah, okay, no, it ends in 2010, that's right.
I was going to say, it gets pretty close to the end of Dark Horse's ownership of Star Wars.
Yeah. But they didn't know they were going to lose it by the time, I think, Legacy.
Oh, no, not at all. Because, there's another Legacy series after this.
Yeah. We're back at the Lara's homestead.
It's true.
Do you have... Oh, go ahead.
I didn't do the credits.
Oh, go ahead, yeah.
Stories by John Ostrander and Jan Dressema. Script is John Ostrander. Penciler is Jan Dressema. Inker is Dan Parsons. Colorist is Brad Anderson. Letter is Michael Heisler. And the cover is Jan Dressema. So the usual gang of creators.
Yeah, sure. Jan Dressema is, she's a great artist.
Yeah.
And I'm using the Marvel Unlimited issues for Legacy at this point. They have recap pages. It's just a page of text as well. Transporting her prisoner, Cade Skywalker, across the desert waste of Tatooine, Imperial agent Gunnar Yag was ambushed by 3 assassins, and so it's.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they did. I'm reading the trade, so I don't even have the covers in this book. So
that's true. Yeah. The Epic Collection doesn't have them either. I think it's probably a unique thing just for the single issues, and they were transferred over.
There's no reason to reprint those.
Yeah, but I wonder if someone had to retype this crap though.
You mean for like Marvel Unlimited?
Yeah, because it has the Disney and Lucasfilm logo on there. And it's got the copyright date. It doesn't have the copyright date on there, but it's got all the Marvel shit at the bottom.
All the Marvel what now?
Like the Marvel.com. And...
I'm just...
Oh, no. Oh, crap. Sorry. Oh, boy. Whoopsie. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's got all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think someone had to retype that?
Probably so.
That sucks.
Somebody definitely had to go in. I mean, you've seen, like, you use the picture sometimes on Twitter, and it's got the Marvel logos and legends on it.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody had to do that for each cover. So
that had to be exhausting.
Probably not. It's probably pretty quick once you had it formatted, right?
Yeah.
I mean, writing the synopsis probably took a while. I mean, we know that for sure because we have to do it every week. But
retyping it has to be. I don't know. I wonder. I've always wondered, like, what do you get in a business like when you acquire something? Do you get like a bunch of like hard drives full of like the scripts for the stuff? Do you get that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just whatever. Especially with like Lucas, I bet Lucasfilm collects they collect everything. I would assume at this point. Certainly with the Marvel stuff, maybe not while Dark Horse is going on, because like we've said, I don't know how involved they were with Dark Horse stuff. So I don't know if they have they've got the script that John Ostrander sent to Randy Stradley or whoever for OKs and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems like
because at least these Dark Horse trades don't have any supplemental stuff. Like I said, they usually don't have all the covers.
Right.
So there's definitely here's some sketches and stuff like that.
I'm always astonished by that, and just like how livid. If you're a cover artist, you have to be annoyed. Yeah. You have to be annoyed to be like, oh well, I guess I get nothing.
Yeah. There's usually, they use a front cover and a back cover. Like the front cover of this one is that Chris Warner one. That's weird with Cade and Gunnar's fighting, and the back cover. I think it's this issue's cover with Luke and Cade fighting with lightsabers.
Yeah, that's this cover. Yeah.
And then maybe for the chapter breaks at the very beginning, that weird cover with Cade just standing in front of the Tatooine Sons, and I think that's it. I don't think there's any other ones in this
there's
one.
5 issues in the trade, right?
Yeah.
So,
The cover for for 41 is in here too, because when they have straight up chapter breaks, they do that. But when it's one whole story, there's no breaks. Like I always have to
so
look
this is
up
like
on Marvel.
Tatooine 1 through 4
Yeah,
doesn't get.
exactly, because I always have to look up on Marvel Unlimited where the issues end, because I have no idea. If you read it in the trade paperbacks, it just flows in. I can usually kind of guess just because the way comic books work, but
So even worse, for an entire story arc, there's one guy that's like, you don't get your cover. Everyone else did.
yeah.
That's a bummer right there.
But I think it's Jan Drosema, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, still, I mean,
Sure.
you have to imagine that she still gets paid whenever they reprint a cover, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I imagine.
Oh, well. Let me tell you what happens in Star Wars. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they put them all in the Epic collections though, so she's getting
Oh,
paid
sure.
for.
Yeah. She's getting her 15 cents.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. It can't be much.
No, I'm sure it's not much at all.
Yeah.
But what happened in this issue, dude?
Oh, well, that's a good question, Brian. Cade Skywalker fights with Gunner Yag in the middle of a Tatooine sandstorm. He sees a vision of Luke Skywalker and he follows it to an abandoned moisture farm. There, Gunner and Cade fight when he discovers that her father is Rolf Yage, the man responsible for the massacre on Ossus. Gunner mentions that her father was a decent man, but led by the Sith. They stop fighting as Cade feels, not hears, feels the bounty hunter's ship nearby. And I can't really say that they're bounty hunters. They're more assassins, aren't they?
Yeah, they're straight up assassins.
Yeah. They feel the assassin's ship nearby. Mm-hmm. In the ship, Kuvrat tracks Cade and Gunner, while Nakia and Slint, the worst name in Star Wars, Slint, the Anzant, hunger for their soup. In another part of Tatooine, Morgan, Cord, and Sin wait to pick up a signal on Cade and Gunner. Cade is awoken by a vision of Luke Skywalker, young Luke Skywalker. The ghost says that Cade is at the Lars homestead. Cade continues to bounce from memory to memory with Luke. Cade resists Luke's wanting nothing to do. Cade resists Luke, wanting nothing to do with either the Sith or the Jedi. Luke says that Cade's anger is bringing him closer to the dark side. Cade and Luke begin to clash lightsabers. At one point, the image of Luke lowers his weapon, and Cade, while angry, decides not to strike down Luke. Cade has a vision of him fully Sithed out, which, oh my god.
Yes, he's all Darth Mauled up.
It's bull.
Darth Maul with a chin beard does not look good.
No. But yeah, he's fully Sithed out, and he's standing over the bodies of his friends and allies. Cade wakes from his vision to find Nakia sucking the blood from his nose, the soup out of his nose. Yep. He's able to push her off and Slint off of Gunner to engage the Anzant. Outside, Sin and Cord see Kuvart. Cord begins to fight him, and quickly the alien gets the upper hand. And it's a comic. It's well drawn, but it's zany.
Sure. Yeah, there's a ton of Luke Skywalker in it, which is kind of weird.
It's always weird. I love though, like once again, Luke shows up, and you're not sure if it's like a drug.
Right. When he leads him to the Lars, I assume certainly seems like it's Luke. That feels like in Empire Strikes Back. But yes, then the next stuff, I don't know, because he wakes up, he's getting his soup sucked out of him. Yeah. So I don't know if that's hallucinations brought on by the vampires or if that's actually something he's seeing a vision through the Force.
But it has to be a manipulation of the Force because Cade can't know anything about.
Right, yeah, you would think.
Beru and Owen.
He doesn't. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't know who Beru and Owen are at all. Sure. So yeah, you're right. That makes sense.
But still, it's weird.
Yeah.
Because someone's sucking blood out of his nose.
Well, I don't know that it's blood.
Someone's sucking the Force out of his nose.
Right, exactly.
It's not better.
No. just call it soup, dude.
I don't want to do that either.
Sounds so creepy.
It's
because they're the worst. Yeah.
Would you, if you were hiring assassins, would you hire those two?
Me personally, probably not, because they feel like the kind that are going to eventually decide they're going to suck the soup out of you too. So
Yeah, I
vampires are
just
not
feel
trustworthy.
they look like they're terrible at their job. Because
Yeah.
there's one scene I thought was hilarious where it shows like inside the ship, and it's that one alien guy who, whatever species that is, the Kuv
Mm-hmm.
rat guy,
Yeah.
and he's like doing all the work, and they're just like hugging.
Well, it feels like they're like drug withdrawals or something because they hadn't had soup in a while or something. So yeah, they seem fairly.
Right.
That's what it's because she said, "I'm starving, Sid." Like, all right, well, I mean, how often do you have to have soup? You ate that pilot guy like a day ago. I mean,
Yeah, the not homeless guy.
yeah, you got to kill somebody every day or something. Come
Yeah,
on.
because that seems exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, in Star Wars, you can get away with killing a few people, but eventually, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I wish that Gunner and Cade didn't have so much sexual tension.
They're definitely playing that up.
They gotta stop.
Right.
You know, like, because we know.
Right. That's the creepy part. Because on Empire Strikes Back or whatever, no one, even Lucas didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so it's weird that the creators are like, yeah, they can, you can keep having Cade hit on her and stuff.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like the elite bracket, like original draft of Empire Strikes Back. There's like a storyline where they're going to like find Princess Leia's like real mom or something like that.
Oof!
And,
what a mistake that would have been.
Oh, sure, but like you didn't know, like
Sure.
Yeah, but this is all like you have hindsight. Like, what are you doing?
Right, Gunner was created. You created both of these characters. You know who their parents are.
And like almost immediately told us.
Yeah.
Morgan. They both came from the same lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who looks younger than both of them.
Yeah, I don't understand how Nina Cleeks and Morgan Cord don't look exactly alike. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if she's using some sort of technology or something, or if it's just supposed to be like a Clark Kent Superman deal.
But man, she has to be like.
Oh, I buy her as older still. She certainly looks younger, but I buy her as. I mean, she's certainly 20 years older than Sin or whatever, but yeah, she definitely looks completely different.
She looks fantastic too. That's just
true.
Yeah. Man, it was such a bummer. Like Cade or Gunner grabbed like double barrel shotgun blaster.
Yeah.
And she almost had Cade's head blown off.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of that. Well, it only works for me because
what? It's that James Bond crap where it's like,
you're wearing gloves. I mean, there's no fingerprints. I mean, how does the gun know that it's you?
Yeah, exactly. It's a force gun, Brian.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that trope.
No, it's not good.
Yeah.
Comic trope.
I would have preferred that it was just, haha, it's not loaded. Or what do you think? I'm stupid.
Right.
That seems like a better deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you load space guns, but
I just feel like that at this point, if any guns have that technology in this universe, they all do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they clearly don't. I mean, they pick up stormtrooper guns all the time in Star Wars.
Yeah. Why would you buy a gun? I mean, I guess that's why you would buy a gun that has that. Yeah, I don't know. It seems silly.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what about that gun recognizes him or not, because like I said, he always wears gloves.
Yeah. Well, you say you don't like that trope, but do you like the trope of he was a good man, but he was just following bad orders?
Oh, no, well, because that's BS.
It always is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, yes, that's just her. I mean, remember, Sin had the same thing with his dad, where it's just, I'm a stupid kid and I just believe what my dad tells me. I'm sure that's the same thing. Right. She's just completely bought into the Empire, so.
But the problem is, she's such a likable character and Cade is not, that I'm like, I've sympathized for her Nazi-esque daddy over
right, well, she's still, I think
the horrible Jedi.
she's still at the point of a character where she hasn't realized how horrible what she's doing is.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
She doesn't realize she's a stormtrooper, or whatever.
So even though in this argument she's absolutely in the wrong, I'm still like, I don't want to cheer for him though.
Because yes, as usual, he's being awful.
It's 39 issues, Brian.
Sure.
And he's not redeemable in the slightest. And at one point, even though it's probably a joke, Sin is like, I'm thinking about joining the Empire.
Sure. Well, right, because he's like, how well do they pay? I don't know. I could do that. They need pirates, right?
And it's like, is this our hero?
Well, that's Sin at least. Sin is definitely worse than Cade. Just we don't focus on him as much as we do Cade, so we don't see him. But Sin is definitely worse than Cade.
Do you think this ends with Sin and Morgan Cord doing it?
That wouldn't blow my mind. Because they definitely have sexual chemistry going on here.
This book feels so sleazy all the time.
Yeah, it does have that sometimes.
Yucky. They're like laying down next to each other, eating candy bars, and like you don't have to lay like right by him.
Well, I think Morgan definitely is using him. I think she's using his sexual attraction to get him to do what she wants. I don't know that she'll pay it off, but I think she's definitely leading him on.
Yeah, I guess. Are you ever going to get a Morgan Cord commission?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, I'm not. I do find her to be one of the more interesting characters in Star Wars Legacy.
Sure. Yeah.
For whatever that is worth. At this point, when I turned the page and I saw, like, Ghost Luke, or Vision Luke, I was like, oh, man, this issue's probably about to be up. That's a good cliffhanger. And then I clicked, like, how many pages are left. Yeah, it wasn't even halfway through. And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah. But Aunt Bree's calling him for supper, dude. She even says Cade.
I don't want to harp on Jan Sima, but I don't think her Baru and her Owen look that good.
They don't look bad. They look pretty much right. I mean, likenesses are hard, so I don't have a problem with the idea that...
I don't like how Baru is leering at me. With that cup and those cookies.
She's got some blue milk she's bringing them, dude. Come on.
I remember where that blue milk is from. Do you think Luke really cared that much about Owen and Baru?
He definitely didn't seem to in the movie. It was pretty... Like, he says he buried him. Did we see him bury him? Right?
No.
Yeah, he just leaves, right?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone, I could imagine just 3PO having to pick him up and throw him on a burn pile.
Right, because that's what I think of, but obviously that's Jawas.
Right.
So yeah, I think he cared. I think he cared certainly about Aunt Beru at least. I think he cared. It just there was no time to deal with it. And certainly not the movie, but
I'm just amazed that story has never really been told. And I think it comes down to, like, honestly, who cares?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you gonna do with it? You can't really have him have much in the way of adventures.
Yeah, it just seems like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, like, there's got to be something. I know in a certain point of view, I think it's like, isn't it like Meg Cabot who like wrote the Princess Diary books? I think she writes like the Aunt Beru story, and she gives her this whole narrative of like, oh, well, I guess I married Owen, and couldn't have kids, and I'm all bummed out. And
yeah, I think that's. I mean, I guess that's a way to go with it, but I don't know that we don't see enough of Owen to even know that he's all that bad. I mean, he's kind of a jerk to Luke in that one story we saw, but we don't know that he was a bad father or anything necessarily.
The kid version, played by Joel Edgerton, who went on to make other movies.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy always looks like kind of a jerk. That actor.
Yeah. But he was also in the prequels, so who knows?
Sure. I'm not looking at the canonical Wikipedia page? Yeah, I am. Let me look at the Legends, because Legends has to have some weird Uncle Owen stuff, right?
You would think. But again, I don't know what kind of young Luke stories can you tell.
Man, apparently he's like mentioned in like 4 new Jedi Order books. It's all mention only, because of course, because he dies. But I guess no one wanted to tell his story, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, I think it's probably a disservice to the character at some point. I think it's mostly like you said. I mean, who really cares? But I bet he's not as bad as we think he is.
In the novel Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader, it says that he's mentioned, or not mentioned. He is in the book, but not mentioned. So, do you think Darth Vader like visited the Lars homestead as Darth Vader, and was like, "Oh, how are you guys doing?" Obviously, that can't happen.
Right? Did you raise a kid named Skywalker? What?
Yeah, he looks over and he's like, "Oh, you guys had a kid. Cool."
Yeah, but like you said, when we see him in what was it, episode 2, I guess, whichever one they're in. I mean, they're kids, and Obi-Wan dumps a baby on them. So I mean, it's So I could see where Owen might be bitter about that.
Yeah,
kind of deal. Everybody's not Uncle Ben, from Spider-Man, dude.
I know, but like, why is he bitter? What's he doing?
I don't know. He's got things to do, man. Now he's got saddled with this kid. Maybe he's about to break up with Beru now, but now he feels like he's got to. I don't know. Well, I don't know a story. No one ever told me.
If I'm about to break up with someone dumping a baby on us is not going to like drop him off at the Hutt adoption agency. It's Tatooine. Like if someone gives you an unwanted child, like you'd be like, well.
Well, he's also a farmer, so I'm sure part of it is like, well, I'm going to need people to help me farm, so free labor, baby.
Yeah, I think so, Obi-Wan.
Well, it's not free labor. He's still got to feed it and stuff, but come on.
Feed it?
Sure. Well, we're going with the idea.
It's Uncle Owen's view of him. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh. There's this scene where they fight.
Yep. You're very annoyed by Luke's lightsaber.
Well, I think that's just a gross mistake that I like. How do you make that mistake? Come on. Like, clearly that's the lightsaber hilt of the green lightsaber. Can we not, please?
Yeah, I mean, I think one, you can blame it on Brad Anderson, the colorist, but also it's probably just because, well, I don't want to draw 2 green lightsabers fighting. It'd be cooler if it's blue, so. But yeah, it is a continuity mistake that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. But oh well. Yeah, your explanation was, well, what does Cade know about that?
That's also, yes, we're also seeing the vision through Cade's eyes, so he's an unreliable narrator by every possibility of that word, so.
Yeah.
So what does he know?
Cade's such a chump. Like, if he was really all that bad, he would have struck down Luke.
Well, that's sort of the point, is he's not.
I know, but...
He certainly pretends he's much worse than he is.
It's just the worst character.
He's fronting as horrible as he is.
All right, let's get to it. Darth Cade. What do you think about Darth Cade?
He looks so awful because he's still got his hair and his neck beard, or chin beard, but he's just all got his Darth Maul tattoos on and stuff. Yeah, he looks awful.
Okay.
You got to shave that head, man, when you Darth Maul up.
Yeah. He looks so bad. He looks so... I mean, the hair has got to go.
Yeah.
The earrings got to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way where he can look cool.
Probably not.
Who is the lady behind him?
The Twi'lek?
No.
Oh, that's Shadow.
Yeah, I know that.
Is it Marasiah?
Is it?
Because I think the woman...
Yeah. They say that it is on Wikipedia.
Yeah, because that's Aslan below him without her Darth Vader suit. So yeah, I would assume that's Marasiah.
Why does does he care about her?
No, because she was almost the love interest in the first story, dude. We just haven't seen her in a long time.
There was a continuity error where it looked like they slept together, but it turned out it was not her at all. Yeah, it's.
No, I'll give you that. That is kind of strange because at this point he should definitely not care one bit about her.
And then you have poor Aslan Ray, and it's like, well, you've already ruined her. Like you've already done this. She doesn't look like that anymore. She's in a Darth Vader costume because of you.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm sure in his mind he's assuming that he's going to fix her somehow.
Oh God. Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah. And then he'll kill her after he fixes her because he's all.
I did not need to see these people sticking their tendrils in the noses of characters.
I'll give you that, but just for a second, let's go back to Cade. What do you think his Darth name is?
Darth Douche.
Darth Douche, Darth Grunge, Darth Trash.
Like, my real answer is it's going to be some kind of edgelord, like, lame, like Darth Edge, like, would be Darth Cutlass.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds really douchey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Darth Cutlass. And it's spelled CLUUT or something stupid.
K. It's got a K instead of
a C. Yeah. Wasn't that how you spell Cutlass anyway?
Well, I thought it was a C.
I don't know.
I think Cutlass is a C. But yeah, it'd be Cutlass, right, with Z's instead of an S.
Yeah.
Cutlass, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Oh. Cut, yeah, with Z's instead of S's. Oh my God.
Because you can't put any Y's in there, so.
I hate Darth Cutlass. I hate him. But I would take Darth Cutlass over Cade Skywalker. Because at least Darth Cutlass is a Sith. Like, he is what he's supposed to be. Yeah. Yes. Cade is just the worst. Because he's so indecisive and he flashes those Sith eyes. My favorite thing about Darth Cutlass is that he goes Sith. He's like, he talks to Darth Krayt and he's like, I'm going to paint my skin red and have the black. And like, Darth Krayt's like, yeah, you don't have to do that. No, you don't have to do that, Darth Cutlass. Like, you can just look like, no, but I want to.
Why would he tell him that he didn't have to?
Because
everybody else does.
Darth Krayt knows how dumb it's gonna look, and he's gonna be like, "Nah, it's cool."
I think Darth Krayt is down with it completely because everybody looks like Darth Maul. The only one who doesn't is Darth Nil, and he's just white skinned instead of red skin.
Right. He's an albino Darth Maul.
Right. No, I think Darth Krayt's into Darth Maul. He's like, that dude was cool.
Dude was so dope. I had his action figure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one of the most annoying things is that he actually is cool now, but.
Who, Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But by 2009, he wasn't.
No, he was still the carnage of the DC or of the Dark Horse Star Wars universe or whatever.
That's the best. Yeah.
That's how I always felt that Darth Maul. He was like the Venom or Carnage or whatever. Like, oh, that guy just sucks. But they totally made him cool in Clone Wars.
Right. Right now, someone's listening here and saying Venom is cool.
Oh, I know for sure. Yeah. But it's well, I don't want. We might have those kind of listeners.
Carnage is cool.
Yeah. Carnage sucks.
Carnage sucks. You know who's cool? What's the other like Carnage symbiote? What's the lady?
Mayhem, maybe. I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. There's one that's like not Haze.
Scream, I think, is the one that's got her own series.
Scream. She's like yellow
for a second. Yeah, yellow and red.
Yeah. It's all crap. It's all crap, guys. Just like these guys sticking their freaking face tongues in their nose. Ugh.
Yeah.
If someone did that to me, I'd be so freaked out. I would go to the doctor immediately and get blood test. Like, I need to know. Tell me.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Right.
Because if someone dressed like that did that to me, I would think, okay, yeah. It's like the equivalent of sharing a syringe.
Sure.
Like, yucky.
My favorite thing is when Gunner wakes up, she's like, what did you do to me, scum? Like she thinks it's Cade.
Yeah, it seems like something
because it would be something he would do.
She wakes up, is like, why is my nose bleeding? Oh my god. Right. Yeah. And this guy has a lightsaber?
He's got something. I don't know if it's a lightsaber. And remember, didn't we see the guards on the provincial guards or whatever on that planet they were on? Didn't they have like sort of lightsaber baton things?
I guess
that's kind of what this looks like more. Because it doesn't. I mean, it's not long enough to be a full lightsaber, but he definitely has some sort of energy weapon. We see this one panel and never see it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, no. You look at the next like page, and there you just see Cade and that guy fighting, and it's like, where's what? Yeah, did they have like lightsabers? Fists.
Yeah, both of them. They look like they're just punching each other now.
Yeah. And then Morgan Cord just gets the crap beaten out of her.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer, because Sin supposedly is like right there.
Yeah, and this guy has sort of a lightsaber thing, but it's a staff.
Yeah, I don't like this guy's look at all.
Yeah, it's a weird alien.
I would turn that design down. Let me see. He is a blood carver. That can't be the species. The species is called blood carver.
They call him that at some point in here, but I didn't. That felt more like a title than really a species. It might be the case where that's all they ever called him and didn't actually give him a species name.
Their first appearance is from the 2000 novel Rogue Planet by Greg Bear, and I believe that is the book that like follows Anakin and Obi-Wan immediately after Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never read it. I have it.
Well, then I guess he is the blood carver. I guess that's what they call him. I mean, you can probably go with that. They're actually called something in their own alien words that would sound like an alien word, but that's just how they translate into basic. I can live with that.
I guess. I think their species are weird looking.
Sure, they're definitely weird looking.
And I think Morgan Cord should have done a little bit better than how she handled.
I mean,
she immediately loses that gun.
Right, we're in the middle of a thing. I bet she kills him. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's like the first thing that happens in the next issue is like this guy dies?
Yeah, he definitely dies, but it might not be Morgan that kills him.
Oh my god! Yeah. Guess what? I just looked in the first 2 pages.
It's Sin.
All right, well, that's going to wrap this up. Make sure you join us tomorrow as we look at Lando number 5, the last issue of the Lando series. That's going to be tomorrow's issue. From Star Wars Comics Daily, I'm Matt Wood.
And I'm Brian Kuhn.
And until tomorrow, may the Force be with you.